use that to listen. Yeah.
All right. Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is episode 13. Let's draw on something. This is Craig Smith II, born and raised in 773, relocated to 901, and trying to escape negativity here in the 256. With me is my co-host, Jimmy JSmoove, who born and raised in 901. He represents 832. Y'all know how he do. And if y'all do, that's good. On today's episode, man, we're gonna go in depth on the something. And Jimmy ever get his shit straight on his end because you're gonna be hearing a whole lot of this. I don't know if he walking or whatever. We're gonna touch up on the Tariq Nasheed stalker he was talking about. And as hesitant as I want to talk about the NBA Finals, I'll let Jimmy do most of the talking on that. And then we're gonna do some talking on the other end, like young people in the workplace, especially the young dumb motherfuckers that work in the VA, because I'm gonna put y'all ass on blast, and young people in general. So without further ado, what's going on, Jim J?
Man, live and direct, man. We all the way in effect, man, and it's a lot going on in the world, man, with Lorenzen Wright's wife, and I'm just gonna say it right now. She should have pled guilty when she had the time to plead guilty. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like she's gonna get slammed. She's gonna get slammed heavy, and man, it's gonna be some mess, man. With that case, she's gonna do life in prison.
Oh hell yeah! And then she telling me she want to plead insanity. They tell me they want to send her to a mental institution because she.
Well, she had a chance to do that. That's the thing. She had a chance to do that. When you plead guilty or plead not guilty, you have a chance to plead insanity. And in that juncture, but she didn't take that opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? So she should have just went on and pled guilty or pled not guilty by reason of insanity, man. But I guess the judge is gonna have to rule that, and I don't think they're gonna do that because she's too stable minded. She clearly killed this dude. She clearly planned this execution out because look what she's doing now. She's going in I'm guilty mode as opposed to. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, I'm not guilty. She wasted all those years pretending like she didn't commit the crime, and we knew she committed that crime.
Yeah, man, everybody knows she did, man. She can't escape that shit. So I mean, I totally forgot all about that. So I guess that was another one of the things that Memphis news or Memphis people, if you will, did not want to get out nationally. But it got out. So again, you're not.
Yeah, it only got out. It only got out because Lorenzen Wright was an NBA player and he stayed in the NBA for like 13 years and stuff like that. That's the only reason why it got out. I don't think had Lorenzen Wright had a few years in his career and stuff like that, but he had a long NBA career. A lot of people knew Lorenzen Wright. I mean, mostly everybody. And then, of course, most of the former NBA players from Memphis, whether they went to the University of Memphis or they played high school ball in Memphis, knew who Lorenzen Wright. He was close to all the basketball players, the legendary basketball players out there in Memphis, man. People really respected him. He was close to the pastors. Bill Atkins, shout out to him. He's one of the guys that, speaking of Bill Atkins, just to get off topic real quick, Bill Atkins is one of the few guys that really put in work in the community. I mean, one of the few preachers. And like I say, I'm not religious by no stretch of the imagination, but I will say Bill Atkins put in as much work as possible. He always fund the candidates that he wants to, who he wants to be the mayor of Memphis and stuff like that. So he was very close to Bill Atkins and stuff like that. And I don't think he was his direct pastor or anything. They were just real cool people. But getting back on subject, yeah, he was close to a lot of people he was real with a lot of people in Memphis and stuff like that. And it really hurt a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, across the board. So that's the only reason why I got out is because he'd been in the NBA for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. You did have to be waiting, even if you were, and some dudes still, like I said, now any news that happened in Chicago, like major cities and stuff like that, it's gonna get out. But then, like with stuff like with Memphis and everything, like you say, like we all said, Memphis people, they get pissed off because they talking about, man, we tired of being new because this and that. A lot of things don't need to be said. Do. It's out there. So, again, I mean, her bond is set at like something like somewhere north of 20 million. So yeah, she gonna be sitting in jail for a while. She gonna get that life term.
Yeah, the owner, the attorney should have went on and made her plead guilty. You know, that was her best out right there. Was to plead guilty. She probably wouldn't have done exactly life in prison, but it would have been damn near close to it. She probably would have got 40 the max or something like that they can give you once you plead guilty or some shit like that. I mean, I'm not familiar with the laws in the state of Tennessee for capital murder and attempted murder, but she would have been in there for a while, but she wouldn't have done life in prison.
Yeah.
She's gonna be in there for life. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Yep. Yeah, so she gonna be in there. Yeah, I think she gonna be in there in life. Now she get the death penalty, that'd be something. I'm not saying that'd be something in a good way, but
they've already ruled out. The family already said they didn't want her to get the death penalty. That would have been too easy. So that's even ruled out. Mm-hmm. They were gonna do it, but the family stepped in and said, no, we want her to spend the rest of her life in jail. Because you got to think about it. She got kids involved. She got her, they have kids involved. So for them to see their mama to get the death penalty, that's a double-edged sword. Do she deserve the death penalty? Hell the fuck yeah. But I'm thinking about Lorenzen and their kids. The kids is gonna be broken down already, but you're gonna make a bad situation even worse.
Yep. Yeah, it's true. So
damn. No, I just saw somebody drop some trash can. One of the trash guys over here. I'm like, damn. So sorry about the inconvenience, but I'm walking across the street from my spot, and it's a pretty busy street as well. So
okay. Yeah. On the topic, man. Yesterday, guys, Jimmy JSmoove did a live stream talking about this cat by the name, I guess. I don't know what he is. A guy by the name of Keyboard, and his Instagram is keyboard_musician. And this dude, this dude has been stalking Tariq Nasheed for I don't know how long, okay? And I'm just feeling the listeners in on what I gather. And shit, and what pissed me and Jimmy off was the fact that not only is this dude stalking Tariq Nasheed, but he also stalking he also stalking his wife. I mean, and his family. And that's some shit, man, that you do not do. You do not. I mean, it's sick. Okay, it's some sick ass shit. So if people that follow on Instagram, his name is Keyboard. He's also followed as keyboard_musician. And he says that Tariq Nasheed has a $1.3 million home, have 3 brand new cars, have a tax bracket you'll never have. And then just scrolling all down the lines with it, like I say, scrolling down all the pics. The man got pics of the guy's wife on here. That is a fucking no-no. And I'm gonna say this from my perspective. You have got to be a sick motherfucker to stalk. To stalk this man's family. Okay, maybe. Okay, now I'm gonna say this. Now, if you stalk Tariq Nasheed, I'm not condoning the fact you stalking him. But if you stalking him, maybe you got reason stalking him. If he trying to expose him or whatever, but you gonna expose this man's wife and family out, bro? That's a fucking no-no. That's a fucking no-no. I mean, because if somebody was stalking me, I'm gonna say this right live on here. If somebody was stalking me, or want to try their best, want to expose me out on social media, or let alone they stalk me and want to stalk my family, I would be determined to find you and fuck you up. Oh yeah. That's real talk. I'm not saying I ain't saying the K word that rhymes with ill or nothing like that. I don't want to be reported on YouTube. If somebody will report me on YouTube about that shit, hey, you can kiss my ass. But if somebody was to stalk my family, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. Point blank, cut dry, that's down on that. Oh yeah. I don't care who it is, mama, anybody in my family, and even if it's a family member want to try to stop, want to try to expose. Well, I don't give a damn if it's a family member that want to try to expose me or anybody else. I would personally fuck you up. You know.
I agree.
So I mean, it's a fucked up situation as it is, and like you said, the dude he undercover code and he wrong. You know, and I'm looking at all the comments on there. Like one dude said, how can you have something about with no water, no electricity, some shit? That really was the highlight comment right there, man.
Man, I
And,
swear, dude. I
excuse me,
swear,
y'all.
dude.
And this had even pissed Jimmy J Smooth off. I ain't never heard this man. And his live video is still up on YouTube. I have never heard Jimmy J Smooth go off like that. That really had to pick that. And for my boy to go off like the way he did last night, yeah, he was really pissed off. I think he really was. I think he's really pissed off in regards to Tariq and his family, man, because you know the bomb threat. Now he messing with a baby, y'all. He got a bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the bomb threat. Then he got this shit on here. So if Tariq Nasheed listening, big shout out to him, man. Expose this motherfucker. Get on this dude, man. This motherfucker man.
Definitely.
This motherfucker man is exposing your family. The man went out the way and exposed your wife. And like Jim J. Smooth, I mean, you know, and keyboard musician, let me tell you something on behalf of that. You know, you posting up pics of his wife, either you want to fuck her, or let alone, or let me do one better. Either you jacking off on it and jizzing all on your computer screen and whatnot after looking at her, or let's just be real. Excuse me, YouTube for saying it. You probably just a fucking faggot.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna never start on no somebody's wife. I'm like, okay, like one guy. Okay, he ain't stalked me, but I think I never told this story before. It was a guy. If somebody's one of these little fitness people whose page I follow. Okay, now you had to put that little fucking autocorrect on there, right? You know, with the autocorrect on there. So, old girl's posted a pic and like with her muscle on and muscle and shit, whatever, all that shit. And I said that girl got them gains. So, old boy, I guess her boyfriend, husband, or fiance, whatever the fuck it was, the mother gonna tell me, quote unquote, talking about your girl. He said your girl got them gains. He's like, at Craig 1478, he said, either you stupid or you just retarded. I said, no. I said, that was a typo on my end, bro. And then another dude gonna talk about some dumbass. And I told the dude that said dumbass, I said, dude, I just looked at your profile and you showed when you were born. I said, man, I'm old enough to be your father, dog. Don't fucking step up feet like that. Call me a dumbass. I'm old enough to be your dad. So, but you know, these and then when you look at old boys page, these motherfuckers is just dedicated to all this little fitness shit and think they want to be in business and all that. And let me say this: all that fitness shit, what these males is doing, that does not entice me. There's no money in there. You put it like this: you put more money into your body than you get. I mean, look at all these dudes jacking up and shit. Motherfuckers got biceps as big as your head, Jim.
Yeah.
And shit. You know, and they flex their legs or whatever and all other shit. Legs just about as big as a fucking legs about as big as a fucking twig. And they putting all that fucking money in their bodies and all the other shit. So it's nothing new on that. But anyway, I hit old boy up and I told him, man, I just said, look, man, you know, I said, hey, I don't appreciate you getting on kind of trying to call me out on blast like that. I said, but you know, I appreciate your girl deleting the comment though, because she didn't want no fucking negativity on there. And I said, and I don't do no fucking name calling neither. I said, now if you and I told him, I said, now if you feel a frog in that department, come on and jump. I said, because I would roast the shit out your ass. In more way, I was just saying it in a way, but I said to him, I said, now, if you feel the frog in that department, let me tell you something. Be the frog and stay on that tadpole.
I agree.
I said, because I am one person, that's with all due respect.
Excuse me.
I said, with all that, I told the dude, I said, with all due respect, I'm one dude, I'm one guy that you don't want to. So I said, so if I didn't call you any names, don't call me, don't go out there and call me stupid and retarded. I said, because I'm far from both.
I agree.
So,
Totally agree.
But that fucking but Tariq Stalker though, man, that's just like fuck. I mean, dude gotta be undercover. Dude has got to be a low key fag. If you
Either
gonna
that
if
or
you
he's an agent. And like I say, this dude should be reprimanded, dude. Because even with an FBI agent, you have to give off you have to have some back off time.
mm-hmm.
As one of my people say, you can only stalk a guy for so long, or
Yeah.
monitor a person for so long. And
Yeah.
and I was talking to a person that was a part of the FBI. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you
And
don't
then
have no evidence, go ahead.
and
Go
then
ahead.
I like that little reference you did make about the movie Heat. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, y'all young folks, y'all think y'all watching this shit, these new movies and all this other shit. That's a movie you need to check out and learn from. Because Pacino wanted to take, and if anybody's seen the movie, if you tell me that you was rooting for Pacino, I'll do you something, you maybe. But hey, you had to root for De Niro in that movie, though, man. You had because that man had more to lose than anybody.
Oh yeah, most
But
definitely.
like they told Pacino and De Niro, said, man, back off. The man ain't did shit. Back off with the man. So he had a cup of
Yeah,
coffee. So, but the trip down scene about it was De Niro and Pacino had a cup of coffee. That scene right there struck my mind. I was like, okay, he had a chance to arrest this man right there, but he did. He just basically Pacino's basically telling De Niro's character, Neil McCauley, dude, back the fuck off. Whatever you do, go. You did your score. Stop taking down scores. I wouldn't be fucking with you. That's basically
exactly.
what Pacino was saying, and basically Pacino was telling him, man, you need to quit while you ahead, man. We didn't have this conversation.
Yeah,
So, but De Niro was like, man, fuck you. I mean, it was more, but when you look at it, it was more like respect
hmm
between these two. But De Niro was like, hey, you got to do what you got to do. I got to do what I got to do. Enough said. And then what happened? And then when Pacino went back at the all the motherfuckers duck surveillance.
yeah. All of them.
Because
All
De
of them.
Niro knew he was being taken. De Niro let his crew know, hey, I'm being tailed. Dump the surveillance.
Yeah,
So the moral on that point, and Heat, not the Heat with Sandra Bullock and the other girl, the movie Heat that has the
yeah.
best action scene that is non-CGI. So that's a good movie to check out. And goddamn, Jim, I may want to check that out myself. Get on demand and buy that motherfucker.
Oh
But
yeah, man. It's a lot of movies that go into back off time with agencies, but I was confirmed by someone that did work for the FBI, that is actually true. If you don't have anything on them,
mm-hmm.
even William O'Neill went into this when he got what's that guy's name from Chicago killed. He was a young Black Panther back in the day. You know who I'm talking about. And I mean, people talk about this all the time. The guy that they ran up in this guy's house. I can't even think of him
I
off the top of
know.
my head.
Yeah,
But
I know what you're talking about. I don't know his
but
name
yeah,
either.
but even they said even the FBI told the guy before he ended up giving him a sedative to go to sleep and get shot by the FBI. They even told him to back off because you don't have anything on him. Because when he did the interview with the white guy, and the guy who ended up doing this interview, he ultimately ended up getting ran over by. He ended up getting ran over by mysterious circumstance. He got killed just like a rat that he was. But his boss told him you need to back off. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? From this because he's a squeaky clean guy, and he even said that he was a squeaky clean guy. He was just a part of the Panthers. He had no previous criminal record. He had no crimes that he's involved with. He was just a guy that spoke out for the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? And they told him you got to back off. So that's very true. You know what I'm saying? Even if
Mm-hmm.
you're surveilling a guy, you gotta at some point you gotta back off from him.
Yeah,
You know.
and speaking of backing off, hey, that that goes for jobs as well. Some of you damn, especially at our employer, because you got motherfuckers there that really don't know how to back off. You know, you got motherfuckers at your job, leadership wise, that really don't know how to back the fuck off. So I always tell people. I remember I told one guy, I said, look, the worst thing you can do with me is get my attention.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What you mean by that? Read between the lines, dog.
Oh, most definitely, dog. Most definitely.
Because I'm gonna say, hey, everybody in this world ain't perfect, man, and I say it on here. I ain't never. I the only now as far as like with jail thing go, I never went to jail. Anything that was like kind of court related was traffic court. I had a tail light, busted tail light. I got a ticket for that shit. So I heard
Oh
up, got
yeah.
that fix, got that fixed myself, and then I just went on and went show proof. Hey, I bought the light and I did pay this out of pocket. Dismissed. Shit, that was
Yeah.
about it. So I mean, yeah, any fuckery or dirty scheme and shit I've done, yeah, and that's only known to me.
Yeah.
We've all done some good things. We've all done some fucked up shit. Well, in our younger days and as we grow up in life. But I mean, I'm not gonna be at a point where I'm a stalker motherfucker. You know,
No.
yeah, I ain't gonna be like that. Now, if you stalking me, yeah, we got a problem.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do the same thing you're doing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
stalk
me.
you.
Because I'm gonna stalk your ass and dig up some dirt, dig up some dirt that you buried up under dirt and bring it back up. And believe
Oh
me, it's a
yeah.
lot of folks. It's a lot of folks I know that's like that. I'm not gonna say no names either.
Oh
So
yeah.
that dude there, you talking about classic fuck boy? He is and if he is a Fed agent, you a fuck boy.
Exactly.
You ain't got no business investigating and stalking somebody that don't do you any harm.
Exactly. And the thing that pissed me off is this dude had all not only had pictures of his wife and he has pictures of his daughter as well,
Yeah, I
and
know.
that
That's what I
really
said. That pissed me off. There, man. When you said the man had pictures of his daughter and his son, I'm like, that's a fucking pedophile, dog.
yeah. And if you look on his YouTube profile, this dude got a picture of him and his wife and family. He's got family photos of this dude. This dude is just literally obsessed with Tariq Nasheed. Like his whole YouTube page is dedicated to Tariq Nasheed. And I'm like, dude, I'm not saying Tariq Nasheed is the most perfect man in this world, but you're talking to somebody that met Tariq Nasheed 3 times in my lifetime. And the dude is cool as a cucumber. This dude does put in work. This dude does help businesses out here in Houston. He does help, especially the vendors that come to his events and stuff like that. They do make a little extra money. He give those guys opportunity to make money, even at his free events. Because two of the events that he brought out here was free because TSU had paid for the event, and then the second time he came out here when he was promoting Hidden Colors 4, which I'm proudly be a contributor to Hidden Colors 4. You can see
Mm.
my name at the end credits as well. I've actually contributed to 3 of the 4 Hidden Colors, as well as 1804. But back to what I'm saying, when he was out here promoting Hidden Colors 4, a lot of vendors made a lot of money off this dude. And we're talking about a venue that only held like 1,000, 2,000 people, but those guys was racking up dough because of him. You know what I'm saying? So I can say, people say Tariq Nasheed don't do nothing for the community. That's bullshit. I can tell you from firsthand experience. If you've never been to any of his lectures, you don't know what the hell you talking about. I'm telling you that right now. I mean, you don't know what the hell you talking about. If that's what you say about him, I mean, I can tell you from firsthand experience. These guys make hand over fist. The restaurant, the Jamaican restaurant that was out here, I didn't even know nothing about this Jamaican restaurant. And granted, I was here like 3 years, and this Jamaican restaurant been around for a while, and they made hand over fist. Everybody ate. Practically everybody ate with that particular restaurant, man. So that woman had to make hand over fist. So he puts in work. I'm gonna tell you this right now. He puts in work regardless of what you say about him. This dude puts in work, and The fact that a black man is putting in work, you got motherfuckers like that that's gonna hate on him. You know what I'm saying? So this dude need to be dealt with to the severe in a severe manner, man. You know, and I just hope somebody looks at that video and finds out who he is, track him down. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude do need to be dealt with. You
And
know,
then
anytime you go ahead.
oh boy, one of them said, "Hey, track it down by using VPN." Yeah, that's a good. See, me being a graduate man technician. That's a good way. That's a good way you can get somebody. Also, you track that VPN down because see, that VPN is also a hidden GPS.
I agree.
So, I'm giving you guys some stuff for what I learned in that tech. That VPN number is a hidden GPS. Now, you got some of these little suave ass FBI agents. I'm not saying it's just a move, but they can do some shit like that. They can set it that to them being at that last location. But then when the agents go to him or whatever, hey, he's somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
He's somewhere else. I'm telling you. But this stalker dude, man, hey, I'm just saying this, man. Hey, you need to learn to fucking back off, man, because you brought this man, you brought Tariq's wife and his kids, his son and daughter in the mix, man. That's a
And
no.
yeah, and not just that, he has to be in on because Tariq Nasheed earlier this week, like I said in my post earlier, the SWAT team came to his house because somebody called in a bomb threat. Now,
Yeah, I saw
this
that.
particular this particular situation, the white guy called in uh on his house, but how did he get this dude's address? And now, from what he said on his IG live, he said Cynthia G has something to do with the address. But here's the kicker:
Mm.
Keyboard Coon was the original guy who posted this guy's address, and not just that, Cynthia G is following Keyboard Coon. This is an
Wow.
indisputable fact. You can look this up. I posted the screenshots on my page and stuff like that. She is following Keyboard Coon, and she's regurgitating ever since I'll say December. She started regurgitating everything Keyboard Coon has been saying. She doesn't have any original thoughts or anything. And speaking of Cynthia G, aka Cynthia G, aka Synthetic Man, aka Cyclops forehead having motherfucker G, uh, this woman was married to a white man. And
Mm.
like I said, I don't have anything against interracial dating. I'm gonna speak that out here. I'm not the dick police. I'm one of those guys that don't recommend it. But if that's what you're gonna do, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that's me. I mean, I'm like that myself. I ain't, I'm not the DNP, DAP, the DNP police. I'm not the dick and pussy police. But
Yeah.
if Jimmy, if you decide that if you want to date you a girl that's mixed with half black, half Latino, so be it. I ain't got
Uh
no
huh.
problem with it. That goes the same. That goes the
Yeah.
same for me. I mean, if I want to have the urge, so I want to go out, I want to have sex with date a white, a decent looking white girl. That's my prerogative. Like you say,
Yeah.
hey, I don't condone it either. But however, if that's what a person likes, that's what black any colored man or woman like or want to do, more power to you. I give you much respect. You know.
Yeah. And I also say this: if you're gonna get into an interracial relationship, know a person's point of view of racial issues when getting involved with them, because it can be a bad thing if you don't know their point of view from racial and their racial point of view. Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times you might not find out your wife have a racist ideology until you're getting in that divorce court. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I'm just throwing that out there. If that's what you're gonna do, be aware of who you're being involved with. But back to my point, Cynthia G, you know what I'm saying? Cynthia G speaks against interracial dating, but she was married to a white man for 9 years. She talks about
Mm-hmm.
all this swirling and her videos. Most of her videos, I don't know how many videos she put out there. Her videos is all about swirling, swirling, swirling. But bitch, you was married 9 years to a white man. And then she even admitted on videotape talking about that if I deal with a white person, it's gonna be some money involved. So baby, what are you talking about? And speaking of anybody who subscribed to Synthetic G, Cheddar Man, Cyclops head ass motherfucker, anybody who subscribed to this motherfucker, you got to be a whole idiot. You are a whole entire idiot to be subscribed to a damn fool like this. Because why would you listen to somebody that's hypocritical? Now I can understand if somebody never dated interracially, okay, you may have a point there, but even then, I'm not the DNP police like you said earlier. But if you go, but my thing is, how the hell you gonna tell people about interracial dating not to do it, and you've been married to a white man 9 years?
Mhm.
Indeed, you got nerves to call Tariq Nasheed a coon and all this good shit. Come on, get the fuck out of here, stupid ass female. You talk
Mhm.
about this man wife being mixed, but his wife clearly identifies with black. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
His
you.
wife clearly identifies with black. You know what I'm saying? But with Synthetic G, back to the topic at hand with Keyboard Coon, she's connected to Keyboard Coon. If you look at those screenshots real closely, she's been corresponding with Keyboard Coon a lot. You know what I'm saying? He been screenshot shooting her topics a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's a direct link there. And I want people to find out what's going on with this situation, which is why I put it out there. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not gonna stop until this dude get dealt with. If you
Yep.
want to stalk Tariq, okay. Me being a fan, me looking up to Tariq, me being an admirer of Tariq Nasheed's books, okay, I'm gonna stalk you too, nigga. I'm gonna screenshot everything you say about Tariq, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
put out there. I
Yeah,
don't give a damn.
I think I ain't gonna be bragging about what I've done. I mean, on my Instagram story, I even put it out there about what it was. I had about like 40 some people look on
Yeah.
that first one. I had 40 some people viewed it, and then I had like 20 some people looked at the second, and you looked at them twice. So and everybody else, right? So I
Again,
mean, just gonna have. So I mean, because hey, like Jimmy J now said, I mean, some of the things. Now I'll admit, I'll listen to some things, some stuff that Tariq Nasheed say. But I'm not saying I'm not a big fan of. I mean, because and stuff what you tell what you're doing, hey, maybe I start listening out on some things he say. He did make some good points about relationships and stuff like that. I said, but even I'm put like this, even if I have my own personal worst enemy, if a person that doesn't dislike me, that doesn't like me, excuse me. I mean, I won't wish this to be happening on them. And
yeah.
it's fucked up. I mean, hell, I wouldn't even stop my worst enemy. Like we said before, and reiterate that statement again. I wouldn't stop somebody unless they want to decide to do the worst thing to do is get my attention and call me out on something and question me about a lot of shit. Because then when I expose you out, that's it. But dude gonna have to be stopped, man. I mean, that's
I
all I gotta
totally
say about
agree.
that.
Dude, definitely.
He got to be
Mhm.
stopped.
Yeah, he definitely got to be stopped when it comes to that, man, because it is going too far. And it's to the point to where people are using this information he's putting out against this guy. Now, I don't know how he found Tariq's address. I mean, I know there are some sources out there, but you're not going to find his address on the yellow pages like that. But this
Hell
dude lives
no.
in a gated community up in LA, the LA area.
Mm-hmm.
He lives in a gated community, and for them to make those people open the gate and to come in and arrest. I mean, well, not necessarily arrest him because he wasn't arrested. He was handcuffed, but they had to let him go because they didn't have any evidence of him having bombs in his house and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, for them to call a bomb threat to this man's house while his 1-year-old child and his wife is there, because, Tariq is not like most people, like most of us who has to go to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He works on his own schedule. So he's mostly at home
Yeah.
most of the time. And he has an office up in Chatsworth. I don't know the exact address off the top of my head. And, but that's the King Entertainment, Flex Entertainment office.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably in his office maybe once or twice a week. He has his own office and everything. He's only in there once or twice a week if on a good day. So he's at home most of the time. So he doesn't work like me and you. You know, he's on his
Right.
own schedule. His books give him a lot of his residual income, as well as some of the donations and stuff like that. Most of his books and stuff like that, like the Art of Mac and the Mac Within, Player Be Played and stuff like that. But like I say, the guy, people shouldn't be doing stuff like that. Trying to attempt to get him popped by the police and stuff like that, or what they call swatting, which is somebody called the police in hopes of the police shooting you down or roughing you up and stuff like that. And like Tariq said, the police officers, they were very cordial and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that's the good thing. Those guys was cordial. They knew it was a hoax bomb threat. And what if they wasn't? Now you got a problem on your hand right there. But like I say, this dude needs to be stopped expeditiously. And that's all I got to say about him. But I'm going to continue to post about this motherfucker as long as he's posting about my brother Tariq Nasheed.
Right. I mean that's and that I'll do what I can on my do my best on my end, man. That, because Jimmy did spin the old adage. Worst thing you do is get my attention. He got my attention on that one. So I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
because I mean I don't whether the person he's a good dude or he's a classic fuckboy. I mean, you don't like that shit to be said to be seen to him. I mean,
Yeah.
but to that person. Yeah. So on to that. Okay then. I'm gonna let you have at it on this one. The NBA Finals, because I'm gonna say it here. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm dead serious. I'm not interested. The shit. It's gotten boring. It's gotten predictable. You know. Excuse me. I'm tired of everybody. I'm put it like this. I'm glad that the spotlight talk wasn't about LeBron scoring 51 points and losing fucking effort. I don't even know how many 3-pointers he hit in that game. But
Yes, sir.
J.R. Smith is known. I mean, this is it for J.R. dog. He knew what the score was. He can't come up with this shit. I mean, come on. That is no excuse. I would give him the benefit of the doubt, but then again, this is J.R. Smith.
But here's the thing, and
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 but hold
and
on,
here's
and
the
by the
thing.
way, hold on, and Trick Fitz Thompson, he needs to be suspended from game 2. He need to be fined, suspended because he threw the first punch at Draymond, and good thing Draymond didn't retaliate. I'm so proud of Draymond Green that he did not act a fool in this game. Ooh, no wonder why it has gotten cooler in this rainy here in Huntsville. Oh, I'm just so proud of Draymond for now. Go ahead, Jim.
But speaking of this, before I go into J.R. Stiff, we gotta take into account. Ron Harper did something similar to that.
Yeah, in his rookie
I
year.
want to, in his rookie year, he did something similar to that, and not just that, the legendary, the
It was Derek Harper.
legendary Derek Harper. Excuse me, yeah, Derek Harper. I always get those two bald-headed motherfuckers, those Astrodome head ass motherfuckers mixed up. So please forgive me, but let's not get it twisted though. The legendary Magic Johnson did something similar to this stupid shit like this. Think
And
about
I'm
this.
surprised
He
this
did
wasn't
it.
mentioned. Okay,
He because people respect Magic Johnson. That's the thing. People respect Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is the only Negro I feel like can get away with damn near anything.
right.
After he came out with the AIDS thing, it is what it is. But I have my theories about him having AIDS, by the way. But I digress. We'll get that into that another show. But Magic Johnson
Right.
did something similar to that though in 1984, which cost the LA Lakers the NBA championship in 1984. Had Magic Johnson not threw the ball away in game 2, they would have won in 6 games against the Boston Celtics. They would have had 3 straight NBA titles. They would have had 6 instead of 5. But this one play cost him a 6th NBA title because he threw the damn ball away. You know what I'm saying? Well, he didn't throw the ball away. He held the ball similar to to J.R. Smith. I'm talking about James Worthy, who threw the ball away on the previous play, and Magic Johnson held the ball. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So Magic Johnson did something similar to this. But Magic Johnson have won 5 NBA titles, so people don't talk about that. When you contribute to 5 NBA titles, people kind of forget things, and you're a legendary Hall of Fame player. People forget a lot of your mistakes and stuff like that. So
Right.
I don't think we should tear down J.R. Smith, but J.R. Smith got to be aware of the clock a little bit better. He need to have a little bit of court awareness. That's a lack of
Well,
court awareness.
this is why I say I give him the benefit of the doubt. Remember what he did in that game when they played Milwaukee, and they may have had a chance to go for a wide open dunk, but the man walked up the court and high five Jason Terry and talked to him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you saw what Tyronn Lue did to his ass. They suspended his ass 3 games without pay. Fucked his money up.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It is
But
crazy.
and speaking of the NBA, just saw him here. Magic agreed a 4-year deal to make Steve Clifford new coach. Gordon Hayward of the Celtics undergoes surgery to remove plate and screws.
Yeah,
Chris RuPaul will be back with Rockets next season.
that's good.
And Andre Iguodala is doubtful for tonight. But I'm trying to find LeBron's stats from game one, as far as how many field goals and 3 points he made. He had 51 points, 8 and 8. So, but you still lose. That's not that. I mean, but a lot of I was, when I got my haircut Thursday, the guy at the barbershop was talking about this. He said that he think that this series finna go 5 games. Because he said because in everybody's mind, Golden State can sweep Cleveland. Said because the NBA gonna put the fix in like they did last year. Let Cleveland get that 1 game in so they can make some money, so they can make some TV money. Because he said, they go for a sweep in the finals. None of the teams ain't gonna be able to make that big ass money. NBA either.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man, because it's a lot of ways. It's a lot of different ways Golden State can lose, and people
Mm-hmm.
have not taken advantage of Golden State giving Golden State the opportunity to lose. It's a different ways that Golden State can lose. It'll take a lot for them to lose, but it can happen if you get Golden State in foul trouble. Because really, that's the way Cleveland played Thursday night was the perfect way you beat Golden State, is to
Yep.
get them in foul trouble. If you get them in foul trouble, uh, they don't use their big mans like they should. Steve Kerr, like Ticket TV has been saying, and he's said some absurd things in the past, but we
Mm-hmm.
cool. I've even donated to his page, so and he shouted me out a few times, but at least he's consistent. I'll say that. But he said Steve Kerr need to be fired for some of the dumbass shit he said. Well, at least he
And I
consistent.
agree. I mean,
At least he consistent. I'll say
he
that.
he consistent, but hell, like I said, he should have been fired after the finals 2 years ago. That dumbass shit he did, man. I mean, that's why I say Kerr, he's a good dude, but as a coach, I'll put it like this: if I was at Starbucks waiting to get a cup of coffee, you'd keep me waiting until I get it. So that's his coaching style. I mean, because there was a lot of bonehead shit he didn't do. He didn't do in that Rockets game. Like why he didn't put JaVale McGee in a couple of games. That series could have been over in 5 games.
Well, here's the thing.
But Curry
LeVar
did not
Ball.
take it. LeVar Ball.
No, I'm gonna say this, and you may disagree with me. And I say LeVar Ball for good reason. I know you're not a fan of LeVar Ball. I'm in between LeVar Ball. After doing my research on LeVar, but LeVar Ball said it best. He don't have to coach the Golden State Warriors. To be honest with you, he said it best. I mean, you may not agree with that, but you don't really have to coach those guys. You just need to
I
to,
agree
to
with him.
play.
I mean, that I
Yeah,
agree with him on.
you don't have to do a lot of coaching with Stephen Curry. You just put in the right system and make certain adjustments and
Mm-hmm.
tell him things like, "Hey, let the game come to you." That's all Steve Kerr tell fucking Stephen Curry. It ain't nothing Stephen Curry didn't have before Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson made his defense better.
Yeah,
His
and I
even even.
And I say
Go
this
ahead.
again. And I say this again. If Mark Jackson had to coach their finals in 2015, and then when if they had to win 73-9 under Mark Jackson in 2016, they would have not lost that fucking finals with them having a 3-1 lead. They wouldn't have lost it. Never.
And
They
not
wouldn't have
just
lost that.
not and not just that, he would have had a center in place to he would have had a center in place to replace Andrew Bogus, as I call him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because Andrew Bogut was playing out of his mind before he got hurt, and then
And then
he
he
ended
just
up
picked it
getting
up,
hurt.
and
That played
then he went over to Cleveland, and he ain't heard shit from him since then.
yeah,
And then he
yeah,
talking bad shit. He talking bad shit about the Warriors too. I'm like, cocksucker, they won a damn championship for your fragile ass hell.
yeah, but they had to play. But what won their championship was they played a lot of small ball, which helped to them because Andrew Bogut was basically ineffective to some degree during that finals. When they won that finals, he was not a
Mm-hmm.
factor. The factor was Klay Thompson, Andrew Iguodala, and Stephen Curry. Those were the
Andre
factors in the
Iguodala.
game. and I say Andre Iguodala, excuse me. But you know what I'm saying? He was not a factor in that. But if Mark Jackson was coaching, that Andrew Bogut would have played some damn defense. Andrew Bogut wouldn't have been out the game. He would have made that boy play defense because Andrew Bogut was making all-star games under Mark Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He was making all-star games under Mark Jackson. Because one thing about Mark Jackson that he always preaches is that defense. He built the Warriors to where they're at
Mm-hmm.
right now. Steve Kerr just came in and installed a better system than Mark Jackson and just took advantage of it. He's not really coaching those dudes, to be honest with you. He just put a simple few tweaks in the system in place to make those good guys better offensively.
Mm-hmm.
But that defensive presence, they kept that defensive philosophy and stuff like there. And they add a little defensive philosophy from what's that dude name? What's the guy that coached last year, the black guy? What's
For
that
who?
dude? The dude that was the interim coach that coached LeBron? The black
Larry
guy that
Drew?
coached no, not Larry Drew. He coached
Mike
LeBron.
Brown?
Mike Brown. He used a little Mike Brown's defensive system in place. That's why he got him as the head assistant. He got Mike Brown as the head assistant because he has a lot of his defensive philosophy is similar to Mark Jackson.
Yeah. And when I think what was it, when Kerr was out in the games while Mike Brown coached him, he made their ass play defense because I remember on the live stream, he said, look, he said, hey, I'm defensive, man. I ain't gonna be out there doing what y'all want to do, get too relaxed. He said, gang up on these dudes. Yeah, on the
Yeah,
offensive game, he said, I'm gonna let y'all play y'all game. He said, but on defense, y'all got to gang up. This ain't time to take a vacation.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he should
and
stay on as an assistant because the Warriors need somebody like him. Because if Steve
yeah,
Kerr would step down, then he'll take over. I mean, again, he'll be perfect for Golden State.
yeah.
You
He'll
know,
be he'll be the he'll be the
I
perfect
mean,
as
dude won
long as
coach a
they have the
year
talent.
twice.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, but I was gonna say it like this. I actually watched the finals I'm really interested in is hockey.
You ain't
Uh,
shit. You ain't shit.
because I'm gonna tell you why, man. Because I'm interested in seeing a first year team take it off. I'm not saying they my favorite. That is just pique my interest. I want to see this. Because see, in hockey, you can't predict hockey. You can't fix hockey. You can't
Yeah,
fix that
because
shit.
well, it's hard to fix the NBA. It's hard to fix the NBA unless somebody intentionally misses shots. Let's say you're in the center position and you're a good inside scorer. It's very hard to fix that. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a basket. But with hockey, you definitely can't fix hockey because you got to score a goal and goals are hard to come by. That's the issue with hockey. Goals are
Goals is basically like this. It's basketball, football with skates and a stick. That's it.
oh yeah, man.
Because
Oh
you're
yeah,
doing
and
all
I
the
was
little
reading from
crossover
a
moves and shit and all that. And you gotta pop that fucking puck in the damn thing. So it's basketball and football all in one. So I said I've been watching that. I really don't give a fuck about these finals.
You ain't shit. But I'm gonna let you do what you do on that. But but like I said, man, the Warriors can be beat if they go with the right game plan. But
Yeah,
it's gonna be very hard. And Klay Thompson got a sprained ankle, from what I understand.
yeah. So he
So
hit. So
so
they'll probably put Nick Young in that motherfucker. And Nick Young, he gonna have to
yeah.
step up. Like he gonna have to step up too.
I'll tell you something else. Durant is gonna have to step up because what Durant do, he's a road runner. Durant will score all his points in the first 3 quarters, like his letter V head ass did against the Houston Rockets. And then in the fourth quarter, he's not nowhere to be found. He can't be found on the defensive end. He can't be found on the offensive end. Excuse me, guys. He can't be found on the offensive end.
Yeah,
I mean, the
see,
defensive end or the offensive
he need to
end.
be
Go ahead.
Kevin Durant. He need to be that Kevin Durant that stepped up last year's final. 35 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists a game.
Yeah, yeah, and Durant been choking the whole playoffs against the Houston Rockets. And the thing is, what kills me about Kevin Durant, dude, this dude is 6'11". Some people list him at 7 feet. Let's go with the smaller, which is 6'11". You 6'11". You can't back. Why are you trying to? Why are you trying to play like a guard in the fourth quarter, dude? Back these little motherfuckers up. These dudes be guarding you like they can hold you, nigga. Back those whole ass motherfucker up and hit that turnaround J on them. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Dirk Nowitzki was playing against Bruce Bowen. But Bruce Bowen used to shut down Dirk.
Oh hell
But
yeah!
when Avery Johnson came in, he was like, man, if you don't back this little motherfucker up, you 7 feet
Shit.
tall, he's 6'7".
Imagine
This
if Bruce
dude
Bowen.
told
Imagine if they had somebody like a Bruce Bowen on the Bron. Man, but see,
say
one
what
thing I
now?
liked about imagine if Golden State had a Bruce. Well, Iguodala, I would count him because LeBron. Because when Iguodala got LeBron can't do shit. LeBron can't do shit. But imagine if they had a prime Bruce Bowen on that Golden State team guard LeBron. Man, LeBron wouldn't have got no 51 points game one.
Nah, yeah. Now now the thing about Bruce Bowen though, he's able to storm Bruce Bowen, but he has to take 29, 30 shots a game to get to those 20 points a game and stuff like that. So, so
I'll be like Allen Iverson now for 36 points.
but even Popovich then he had a good game plan against LeBron. Make him tire himself out scoring and stop his other teammates. And that's what he did against Miami when he was playing against Miami. The second championship, Popovich
Yeah,
going against LeBron. He
yeah,
was like,
Skip.
Go ahead.
Well,
Go
Skip
ahead.
Bayless called that the record margin game because he said
Yeah,
after
what
Spurs
he
took
did.
game after Golden State, now after Miami took game two, he said it was all over right there and then.
Yeah, cause what Popovich did, he put Kawhi Leonard on him, his best defender on him. He was like, "Hey, stop him as much as you can, but if you can't stop him, don't get in no foul trouble." He was averaging 31 points a game. He was the leading scorer in the NBA Finals that year on a losing team. But he was like, man, let him score all the points and stop Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and everybody else. That was the game plan. And that's really how you beat Cleveland. Make him work himself out. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
yeah, he gonna be 19 of 19 from the field goal with field goals and stuff like that. But guess what? You're gonna tire yourself out in the fourth quarter trying to score all them, trying to score 50 points, 60 points, trying to score 40 points a game and stuff like that. You're gonna tire yourself out. So that's the reason why it's important to have a good assist man. That's why it's important to have teammates that can score to contribute. Even Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? The greatest player of all time needed teammates. Now he could score 30 and 40 points easily with no problem, still ready for the fourth quarter. But he still needed those teammates at the same time too. That's why
Yeah.
he was talking to those boys on the sidelines. If you look at old films, Michael Jordan say, I don't need no screen. He'll tell him, look, you need to guard this dude right here so I won't be where it won't out. I know
Yeah.
I'm
Now,
scoring 30
sometimes
points
Mike
with
did
him.
need a screen, though, now, depending on the
Yeah,
defense. Sometimes he did need it.
yeah, but he would, and he wouldn't, he didn't ridicule his teammates per se. but he did holler at him. He was like, "Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You got to do this. Luke Longley, you need to do this. Tony Kukoc, you need to do this. Scotty, I need you to do this right here. You know what I'm saying? He kept on motivating those guys. He kept on guiding those guys to where they needed to be, and that's how they won championships. Not only he was the greatest player of all time, but he was the greatest teammate of all time. He knew what it took to get in those guys' head and stuff like that. Even Bill Cartwright listened to Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan hated Bill Cartwright. This is documented. This ain't no shit I'm making up.
Yeah.
He hated Bill Cartwright.
Yeah.
He said that in his book.
Thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he hated Bill Cartwright, but when it came to the court, they listened. They were like, "Hey, man, Bill, I need you to get down low and stop Charles Barkley, or at bare minimum, stop Oliver Miller from getting those trash ass points and stuff like that." So,
hey, was that a reason why he hated Bill?
He hated Bill Cartwright because of the Charles Oakley trade. The Charles Oakley trade, because him and Charles Oakley was close knit as well. Because when Charles Oakley got it. Yeah, and when he got into it with James Nolan, which is the owner of the New York Knicks, longtime owner of the New York Knicks, he immediately ridiculed the owner. And this is him, and this is the same Charles Oakley he got into it with during the 90s. He got in Charles Oakley face, got in Patrick Ewing face, but they got into it on the court, but outside of the court they were cool. They knew how to squash their beef, but. Yeah. He liked Charles Oakley because Charles Oakley, when the Detroit Pistons was installing the Jordan rules, Charles Oakley would do some dirty shit to their ass too. Charles Oakley would body slam goddamn Bill Laimbeer and Dennis Rodman and shit like that.
Yeah.
So he admired Charles Oakley's dirtiness because he's like, y'all gonna play dirty against Jordan, I'm gonna play dirty too, nigga. Shit. So he didn't like Bill Cartwright because he felt he was soft compared to because Bill Cartwright was dirty as hell too. Let's be clear.
Yeah. I saw some Cartwright where he was the Knicks.
Yeah, he was dirty too. And we're talking about a prime Bill Cartwright. When he came to the Chicago Bulls, he was in his prime. You know what I'm saying? So when he came to
Mike didn't like Bill Cartwright the player, but he liked the person.
Yeah, he didn't like Bill Cartwright he didn't like the player. He said this in his book. Because I was reading across the book in the library that was narrated. He was the guy who wrote the book, interviewed Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan co-signed it. So this is very true. He did not like Bill Cartwright, but on the court they somehow had chemistry there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that was that. Yeah, but the Warriors can be beaten, but it's gonna be ultra hard. It's gonna be ultra hard, but with Durant gonna have to step it up. They're gonna do what he do, so they got to step it up. But like I say, if Cleveland can get those guys in foul trouble, then they have a great chance. And the Rockets were the closest team that probably could have beaten them easily, handily. With no problems because they were able to shoot the 3-pointers. But when their 3-pointers wasn't falling in Game 7. Yeah. And they set an NBA record of 27 straight threes missed. I mean,
that's not like D'Antoni. He still think in his mind with the questions he was answering, boy, he was ducking and dodging that shit. That's more his fault. And they said that's Mike D'Antoni's MO. Fuck you gonna tell these motherfuckers. Now and like I was trying to explain to the guy at work. Okay, if you made 27 straight 3-pointers. Okay, that's 54 points. Well, 27 times 3 is 1, 2. That's 61 points off 3-pointers. Okay, that's one thing. But if you miss 27 straight, and then you allude and ducking and dodging as to why you had your team, and let alone you had James Harden and jack up all the damn shots. And shit, that's grounds to get your ass fired.
Yeah.
And then Skip Bayless. I don't know how you feel about Skip Bayless. You call him Skip Sailors.
Yeah.
He said that James Harden is best made for the regular season and the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because he'll do good one game, then he said that, and then the rest of the games he won't show up, depending on who you're playing.
Now here's the thing with James Harden. James Harden had the right game plan by taking it to the basket in the first half. But he gets so comfortable with the 3 pointers, with that step back 3 pointer, which is very hard to stop because he gets a lot of fouls. The referees give him a lot of calls with that step back three. And even in the ballpark, you know what I'm saying? I've seen guys in the old ballpark out in Memphis do that step back three, and that's hard to stop, man. Especially if you don't watch the guy's stomach. You know what I'm saying, in terms of, you know what I'm saying, his movement and stuff like that. Because they say the best way to defend the guy as a guard is to watch a guy's stomach, because his stomach tells a lot what he gonna do, where he gonna pump fake and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's basketball 101 and stuff like that. But
Basketball body language.
yeah, step back is a motherfucker, especially if a guy can shoot. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, James Harden should have kept on taking the when they started missing 7 3 pointers and those guys was getting right back in the game. Harden should have kept on taking it to the basket. Klay Thompson ass had 4 fouls in the first half, and Klay Thompson still played throughout the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? So how did he not keep on? I would have ran. Somebody should have ran right at Klay Thompson. Soon as Klay Thompson, yeah, somebody.
So wait a minute, he had 4 fouls in the first half.
Klay Thompson had 4 fouls in the first half.
Oh, your ass been sitting in the fourth quarter. Your ass been sitting down to the fourth quarter under me.
Oh yeah.
Until you don't have to calm down. You getting in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so he had Klay Thompson in foul trouble. My game plan was to be like, whoever Klay Thompson is guarding, take him to the basket. You need to have game plans behind it. D'Antoni wanted to continue to shoot threes. If your threes ain't falling, go to Clint Capella. Capella had 20 points in the first half. This is a guy who averaged 14, 15, 16 points a game throughout the year. So why don't you keep on feeding him inside? Because when you get the ball, this is the reason why you need a real center in today's NBA, because these guys want to be like Mike. It's too many niggas that want to be like Mike but don't know what it takes to win championship like Mike and stuff like that. That's including LeBron James and my shout out to my boy Tim Barr of BTW, who was on the 2001 state championship team for BTW. He called him LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Tim Barr. I don't agree with him on everything about LeBron. You know what I'm saying? But that's my dude. I'm going to shout him out. But he called him LeBron James. That's including LeBron James and all these other Starmelo Anthony. Everybody trying to be like Mike. Let's just keep it 1,010.
I call him Carmelo.
Let's just keep it 1,010. Everybody's trying to be like LeBron James.
And Russell Westbrook trying to be like Allen Iverson. Jack up all the shots.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Russell Westhaven, so everybody's trying to be like Mike in some shape or form, but they don't see the fundamental, they don't see the will to win like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan be tired as hell, then had the flu, then had food poisoning, and still will give it his all, man. You know what I'm saying? But these guys don't do that. As soon as they get frustrated, okay, I don't want to play no more. I don't want to make shots. No. I don't want to do what it takes to win. One thing I can't say about LeBron James, if LeBron is not making shots, he'll try to find a way to win. I will give LeBron James that. I don't give a damn how much you hate LeBron James. At least if I can't make no shots in the fourth quarter, I'm gonna find somebody. I'm gonna give somebody a good pass to find somebody who will make this shot. I will make the defensive play to lead Kyrie Irving to dropping off Stephen Curry in that NBA Finals. He will do whatever it takes to win, even if he can't make the shot his damn self. I don't give a damn how much you hate LeBron. You can't say that motherfucker won't do what he. But other folks out there, as soon as they know they can't win a game, they gonna fold easily. They gonna fold.
I give him his respect for that, man. Jordan found a way to win too, and and let's go on for the record. When I found out I read something, because they said it was 2 nights before the flu game was in Utah. They said whatever they put in his food, man, and when the physician looked at it, they said whatever they put in there, it was enough. They said had they put a good amount in there, that would have killed Mike.
Yeah.
I'm like, so
Yeah.
so somebody, I'm put it like this. So whoever fuck put food poison in his food, I mean, they living a hard life right now.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure they are. But with
You know.
oh yeah.
But
And
I mean, you know, like I said, I don't like LeBron as a player, but LeBron the man, I have a lot of respect for because he doing a lot without a college. He doing a lot without ever going to college.
yeah, most definitely.
I mean, dude went from dirt. He went from dirt poor single family home. I think he did post a picture of his dad. Man, his dad, dude, like his dad is a classic fuckboy because he said he ain't nothing but a career criminal. So.
Yeah. And and uh and with like I say with LeBron, he gonna do what it takes to win if he's able to. If there is something to do, I should say that he gonna do what it takes to win. But everybody else in the NBA, they get frustrated.
Mhm.
They frustrate themselves into a loss and stuff like that. So I don't know how game two is going to play out. It might be a blowout, but it's still if they can get them in foul trouble like they did Thursday, it's going to be an interesting
Mhm.
game. But if not, I can say the Warriors may blow them out again. I feel like if they beat them twice, 2 times in a row, I think it's most likely going to be a sweep. It could be a sweep here.
Yeah.
But if they can game plan properly, get those guys in foul trouble like they did Thursday, uh, they can make it a game of it at least. And like I say, I'm rooting for the Deceiveland Stratoliers, uh, as I call them. But if they play like the Cleveland Cavaliers instead of Deceiveland Stratoliers, who straddle the fence of a championship in all their sports, they have a chance to win the championship. But it's a long shot.
I don't see it
And
with this
when I
team.
say
Not with this team.
go ahead,
Not with this team. I don't want
yeah,
Cleveland to win. Period.
there's always in any sport we got to realize in any sport anybody can lose. I don't give a damn if it's an individual sport or a team sport. You can lose. Anybody can lose if you come up with the right game plan and know what it takes to beat that person. You just got to have the right game plan in place to beat this team because the way to beat Golden State have been the same since Steve Kerr became the head coach. When Steve Kerr became the head coach, that game plan has been in order, in effect
Yeah.
for a long, long time. So if
Okay. Now I'll admit though. Now hold on. I may cut you off. Now I'll admit. Kerr in his own way, he did uh because he felt like it. He did fuck off that defensive game plan in that 73-9 season.
yeah,
Because in his first year, they had like the top 10 defense in the league in defensive efficiency. And then they said under Mark Jackson, even in Mark Jackson's first year, he had Golden State like in the top three.
yeah,
In Mark Jackson's first, second, and his third year. Now, in the 2 years that Mark Jackson's with him, they stayed between top three and top five in defensive efficiency. And when Kerr took over, they stayed there. Then that 73-9 year, they started giving up a shitload of fucking points. Now, if you're gonna go 73 fucking 9, okay, I'll do you solid if you finish second in the league in defensive efficiency. But damn it, you supposed to at least finish first,
yeah,
not finishing damn near mid to bottom tier. I mean,
yeah,
look at Cleveland because I mean, yeah, Tyronn Lue, he's a defensive coach, and they ass been for 2 straight years. They've been stuck in the bottom of defensive efficiency.
yeah, and not
But then
just
they say,
that.
well,
Go
but
ahead.
then they say, well, well, they got the best player in the world, so they really that fish don't matter. Okay, there's no adage. Defense wins championships. You know,
Exactly.
I mean, look at football. I said, okay, take for example, then Bill Walsh and then put a slash George Seifert 49 Super Bowl team, especially that one that George Seifert had. In George Seifert's first year when he coached them, what was that? Eight, nine. That first Super Bowl when they repeated twice. Okay, that Super Bowl when they blew when they blew out the Broncos 55-10. The 49ers had the top offense that whole year. They talking about they put up points, they hit yards, they had the top offense. Yeah, but did y'all know their defense is number 2?
In
They
1984.
was not, and I know
That
in
84 team.
'84, that '84 team, yeah, they were like in the top 3.
Their defense was number one. They had the number one
Mm-hmm.
defense in '84. Yeah, they had the number one defense in '84, which play factor why they slowed down Dan Marino. They had the speed on defense to stop them. Whereas
Yep.
Chicago blitzed a lot. You know, the reason why he torched that '85 Chicago Bears team, they blitzed a lot. And when you blitz, you know what I'm saying, that make you open. But
Yeah, but yeah, Marino talked about that on
yeah,
football
but
life.
with
He told the game plan. He said, yeah, Chicago blitzed a lot. He said, but Don Shula, he said, but Don had a plan. He said, you want to know the best way you can kill it? You know, want to know the best way how you can hurt a blitz team? Spread them out.
yep, exactly. Whereas with the 49ers, they could play zone. That team could play zone and they could blitz as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they were versatile. There was a versatile team that confused a young Dan Marino when he was playing against those guys. So yeah, defense does win championships, and
Yeah.
with Steve Kerr, a lot of times the reason why people would get blowed out by the Golden State Warriors, and they was able to play such efficient defense is because everybody tried to shoot with Golden State. At that particular time. I'm talking about the 73-9 team that lost in the championship. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to shoot with Golden State, so that put them in position. When you down 15, 10 points, and you got a road runner of a 3-point shooter, or you got road runners of 3-point shooters, your mind is to automatically shoot with them and to get back in the game. So guys would falter defensively trying to get back in the game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's what happened with those guys.
Yeah. And so I mean that's my thing. And see Kerr, what he did, and see Kerr, he kind of regresses his coaching style a lot. Because I mean, when he took over that Golden State team, and then when he got in the finals, see he game planned.
Yeah.
And see he borrowed a little concept from Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick. You don't have you set your offense like, okay, just say
Hmm.
my boys Green Bay, they playing against the Raiders. Okay,
Hmm.
and you game plan against that Raiders defense by knowing what offense you want to run. If you know they blitz a lot, spread them out.
Yeah.
If you know they like to run cover one a lot, you from 9 times out of 10, you're gonna run it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna run that ball. I mean, what he did in that
Yeah.
2015 finals when Cleveland took, because that's when it was back to that when it was in that last year, the 2-3-2 format. No, 2016 was the last year, the 2-3-2 format. Um, when he put David Lee in game for, and when he juggled that lineup up at the last minute, that fucked David Blatt up.
Yeah.
And when he put David Lee in the game, I said, they lost that shit. That series was lost. When he put David Lee in there, and when he told the
Hmm.
media, well, why did you put David Lee in toward the beginning of the game when you knew you were gonna put him in? Well, after you said you weren't. Kerr
Yeah.
simply said it. I lied. He said it with a smile on his face, and he's being for real. I mean, yeah, I lied too, because the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to give your game plan away to your other team. I mean, because David
Oh
Lee,
yeah.
when he put David Lee and Iguodala in the game, LeBron couldn't do shit. That was
Oh
it.
yeah.
That was over with. And then when he put David Lee in the star lineup, and then when Black tried to counter that, he set David Lee out for the third quarter and put that man back in the fourth. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. So, like I said, I'm gonna make my prediction. I got Golden State 5. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm not interested in the finals. It's like a lot of guys just going to step up. Durant, he's going to have to step up and be that Durant that was burning their ass 2016 to 17. That's that Kevin Durant that need to show up in the fucking finals,
Yeah,
not the one that puts it out on that 3-1 OKC team that had a 3-1 lead on Golden State, and then they just choked it away.
yeah.
So, but well in Florida, well in football, college football news, Billy Taggart, the starter as of right now would be James Black, because
Because
yeah,
Francois, what
Francois,
happened with him?
he well, he tore his ACL up. Because Fisher said he tore his ACL, but Taggart went on to say that there was more damage done in that knee than what was told. So he's not clear for fall
Yeah,
practice until August. And Taggart is not going to rule him at 100% real quick because they're going to just say, like, when people like that, oh, Francois get back from injury, he going to get a starting job back. No, it's not going to work like that. He said he's going to give another guy an opportunity. And when Francois feel he's ready to play, and that's he's going to put Francois in. But from what I was reading with that article, though, DeAndre Francois gave Willie Taggart the ultimate compliment. They asked the man about how Willie Taggart's offense is. He said, well, he said, Jimbo's offense, he said, it's all complicated. He said, that's why he redshirt you for a reason. Because he said he
yeah,
runs one of the most complex, complicated offenses in the NCAA. He said, there ain't nothing but a fucking NFL book. He said, hell, that's all it is. He said, that's all it is. There ain't nothing but an NFL offense that he's trying to run.
yeah,
He said, Will Taggart is one word. All it is just one word. That's it.
yeah,
It's two things, a number or a word. That's it. Numbers, or a word.
yeah, yeah. With and I think Willie Taggart gonna do good at Florida State, man. They're just gonna have to give him the necessary time. Don't be so quick to get up out of there, because he's gonna have to establish his recruiting gland. He's gonna
Okay, Jimmy faded out again
so
here.
that's
I guess he back with that unsecured laundromat Wi-Fi.
yeah. I'm going across the street, so no, like I said, if you hear buses and cars come around, this is a busy street. So I'm right off Bel Air Boulevard up in Houston, and that's a pretty busy street. So, so that it is what it is. But like with Willie Taggart, though, like I say, he's gonna have to recruit people that's in his system. It's gonna be, in terms of it's not
Yeah,
gonna be hard in terms of getting top 10 recruiting classes and stuff like that. But he's still gonna have to find players to fit in that system as well.
right.
So that's the thing,
Now
though.
I'm reading.
And he did a good job.
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay. Now I'm reading this little article here on the Tallahassee Democrat. They said that the Gulf Coast offense was designed by Willie Taggart when he was in South Florida.
Hmm.
It said it's designed to spread defenses out, move fast, and deliver explosive plays. It's what Taggart refers to as "quote unquote" lethal simplicity. Now here's this other stat. He said, unlike most up-tempo offenses, Taggart's offense isn't designed to run a ton of plays. But here's a stat that's quite interesting. Listen to this.
Yeah.
When he was at Oregon that 1 year, Oregon ran, get this, 939 plays in 2017. And while that may seem like a lot to FSU fans, after the Seminoles finished 107 with 808 plays, it was only 42nd in college football during the 2017 season.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, I'm like this. If you can put up if you putting up that many amount of plays, goddamn it, you better be putting up some points.
I agree.
Then
I
they
agree.
said when he in his 1 year with the Ducks, they finished 28th in the country with 73 plays of 20 plus yards. And said that his offense is designed to get the ball in the end zone quickly with explosive plays. My only gripe with Willie Taggart though, he need to get out of that fourth quarter comfort zone.
Yeah. Cause that's how Nebraska almost came back on them, but their defense had got 2 interceptions in the fourth quarter. Hey, how you doing? That's how they got that's how they damn near lost against Nebraska. But they got 2 interceptions in the fourth quarter to seal the deal in that game and stuff like that.
Yep.
What
So
happened?
no, nothing.
Oh,
No,
okay. Just
I
making
was just
sure.
reading that, man, and somebody waved me on a live feed on, on Facebook.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the Greater Hope Baptist Church over there on
Yeah.
whose pastor Danny Holmes, who's the father of a friend, who's the father of a good buddy of mine, Nadia. So big shout out to them. And I understand they doing their little youth service. Because a while back that church was hit with that storm, man, kind of knocked some things out. So and then they got it
Yeah.
all fixed up. So big shout out to them, man, and hope they having a good service. Hopefully I can attend one before I leave. Probably attend one on that Sunday. I'll probably take moms with me too, depending if she want to go or not. But yeah, and speaking of moms, okay, this is what I also said. What led me into the subject about with the and I apologize for the fact, y'all, that we getting off on a tangent because we moving on from Willie Taggart, but we getting on some real shit here. Um,
Yeah.
okay, here's why I said young people in the workplace do not need to work in places like the fucking VA. Okay, my pops had died back in October at the VA hospital. Okay, so I don't mean to
Yeah.
tell mom's business. I'm not gonna get into all the financial details and none of that other stuff. But I'm gonna say this because they say, if you're in the system of the VA and when a veteran dies, the surviving widow, let alone if they have a child, no matter how old they are, they're entitled to that bread.
Yeah.
Okay. Here it is, June, and the fucking VA is still jerking my mom around on my shit. And let me say this: let me tell you, young people, something. If you feel the need, you got to work in places like in a hospital or anything like that. Let me leave these word of advice to you. Don't. Okay. I'm telling you because I'm being serious because from what I found out from I guess from the caseworker that's handling my mom's affairs, it's some young people handling this shit. So you all do not need. I'm just telling you, man, young people, if you work in the VA, oh shit, my bad, y'all, because Willie Tag was talking in the background or something because it automatically went to a press conference. I apologize for that. But like I said, if you young people that got the fucking nerves that want all of a sudden want to work in the fucking VA, okay, that's fine and good. You can work any other job position in the VA, but don't fucking work behind a desk when it deal with finances, or when it deal or deal with family stuff. Because
Yeah.
it's because of you all motherfuckers. And my father passed away at the VA at the one that's over there on Pauline, the one downtown, right behind the old right behind the old Baptist Memorial Hospital. And I'm pretty sure they've been rebuilt that by now. Over there on Union and Pauline. He died. He passed away right there. So all I'm just saying is this here and there. Y'all need to stop fucking around with not only just with my mom, but you all and people that work in the VA that's dealing with this shit. You all need to stop fucking around and do your fucking damn job. I don't give a fuck how young you are or how fucking old you are because it pisses me off that you punk ass kids. Now I'm getting like Jimmy on this shit. All you punk
Wait, dude.
ass motherfuckers don't want to get the fuck up off your ass and work. Shit, you don't want to get up. You don't get up off your ass and fucking work around the goddamn house. Get the fuck up off your ass. Do your fucking job when it comes with these families trying to get their fucking bread and getting and doing the right damn thing and do what the fuck's supposed to be done to them. I'm calling all the motherfuckers out at the VA in Memphis, Tennessee, or Pauline, or any motherfucking goddamn body. I'm
Yeah.
tired of y'all fucking around with my moms, not just with her, but with every other veteran's widow, whether if it's a woman or a man or a woman. I don't give a fuck. You stop fucking around behind that desk Texting your punk ass baby mama, your baby daddy worried about who the fuck they fucking or whatever fucking club y'all finna go to and drink that shit. Do your damn job and process that paperwork. I don't give a fuck if you get up to the main branch up in Virginia. I ain't gonna say if it's in Virginia. I don't give a fuck if you get up to the main branch of the VA. You need to tell y'all motherfuckers that y'all fucking employees do their goddamn job. Now, if you got some old ones that's up there, I apologize because my rant is not to you. But if you are if you are a person of my age or whatever, and you doing this fuck shit, you need to get your ass chewed out too. Because
I agree.
Hey, right now I'm gonna publicly say it. My mom's is in a fucking goddamn bind right now to the point where I was just gonna say that the devil trying to get the best of her by trying to do some shit she don't want to fucking goddamn do. And she ain't finna let that happen. The caseworker that's handling this shit, I'm gonna give him props and respect because it's seen every fucking goddamn month. Why the fuck y'all gotta keep sending my moms this paper filling out about, oh, well, what was Craig L. Smith Sr.'s exact cause of death? Where did he die at? What time did he die? What other ailments did he have other than that? Or are you sure he had just this long ailment? What relationship is there to you? Are you to him? Does he have any surviving? Does he have a surviving child or children? She didn't fill out this paper, motherfucking, I don't know how many goddamn fucking times. And instead of the VA sending her a paper with fucking results, they sent her another paper to have and answer the same fucking goddamn questions. So I'm saying this here. You young people, you do not need to fucking you can work any fucking way else. I don't want to see none of you young motherfuckers working in the goddamn VA if you don't know what the fuck y'all goddamn doing. Because it's motherfuckers like y'all that pisses me off and then make it so bad, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm dealing with some young motherfuckers right now that don't want to get off their ass and do what the fuck they supposed to do as men, as it is. I'm something to him about something, and I'm not gonna say what it is, and so people can't pick up, and it's not work related, and it's not work related either. I'll just put it like that. I'm just sick and tired of dealing with nigga ass people, and I'm calling my own black people this because that's what we are, and that's what I deal with on some regular basis. I'm sick and tired of dealing with niggas every fucking day that don't want to get up off their goddamn job, do something. They fucking worried about being cheap about shit, not being responsible, not doing their fucking job when it comes to folks' loved ones, no matter where they is. You young motherfuckers don't need to work in no goddamn hospital, behind a fucking goddamn computer. Hell, I wouldn't depend on some of you young motherfuckers if I was in a damn hospital bed to handle my fucking life. Y'all don't need to be the fuck around me. We got some sorry young ass niggas, young motherfuckers. I'm just saying, like, we got some sorry young ass motherfuckers today. Lazy, dog. Don't want to fucking work. Don't want to fucking do their job. They don't want to do a goddamn fucking thing. Nothing. You thought, and shit, you thought you was pissed off about this Tariq Nasheed shit? Bro,
well, you have every right to you.
But I'm fucking pissed off, and I don't give a fuck. And really, and I'm gonna tell you this. And the affirmation that I said, Pastor Danny Holmes over there at Greater Hope Baptist Church, his grandsons, his grandchildren got fucking balls to work. Hell, they've been working since they've been fucking 14. Shit. Now, anytime when and there's an old saying, the foundation starts from the home. I'm quoting something, and it's in the Bible, it's in the entire book of Psalms, and let alone it's in the first chapter of the Bible called the Book of Genesis. And the first verse of that book reads, "What in the beginning." And that's what some of you young motherfuckers, and I fought some of you goddamn parents too. Because you motherfuckers is more at fault. Because y'all ain't forgotten where the fuck y'all came from. No foundation. Hell, you had a foundation set when the fuck you was growing up. Now all of a sudden when you get children this shit, have y'all just say, man, fuck the foundation. This is my foundation. I'm gonna let my child be lazy. I'm gonna let my child not have no get up and go by themselves. I'm gonna let my child just sit around like Al Bundy, not pay no fucking bills around here while I struggle. I'm gonna let my child just get a fucking job at FedEx or whatever, not do a motherfucking thing, get paid, not do a motherfucking thing, and let him go out here and buy some goddamn rent shit while he still living with his mom. Cause I can do that shit. You know, foundation having motherfuckers. Now your ass don't need to work in no fucking hospital. If you want to work behind a desk, work in the one in school. Get your damn degree before you legitimately work behind a fucking damn desk. I'm done. Go ahead.
Well, you have every right to be mad because it's dealing with family, and you know, blood is thicker than water, man, and that's very true, man. And you have every right to be mad about that, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna say you don't have a right to be upset at all because you have a right to be upset. If they're jerking your mom around and she's going through financial difficulties because she's getting jerked out of her finances because of people don't want to do their jobs, and a lot of times this is not just young people. It's some old fuck boys that'll do something too. But
and that's why I just said, and I know some good. There's some old good people who work with VA that's my age, that's your age and my age and on up, man.
Yeah.
And I know that, and there are some, and I even put the ones I said. But if you my age and on up, you doing some fuck boy shit, you need to be blasted too. You know.
Yeah.
But it's fucked up, man. That's because. Shit. I mean, hey, I had to help my mom. You know, I had to help my mom's out. And let me just say this. And it was just, excuse me. And it was one that's like my pops died. I had a family member that had the fucking nerve that, well, he was the second one that called himself trying to do it. Want to fucking question my goddamn priorities about why I wasn't up there at the time to help my mom's out with the funeral arrangements and stuff. Well. One, I wasn't going to be driving from Huntsville, Alabama to South Haven in 63 hours, 21 minutes on a fucking donut. And then when you got somebody that's supposed to be in your corner to help you out, they more worried about some all other bullshit. Not going to say who the fuck that is. And then second, you know, and the worst fucking thing you can do with me, don't question my priorities as a man, goddamn, when this motherfucker here, talking about my family member, who happens to be a cousin of this somewhere, I ain't gonna call him that. Where this little cunt, this fucking cunt, had wrecked two fucking goddamn cars, and then out of one of the cars, he got paid by the city of Chicago, along with an insurance payout, and he fucked that goddamn money. I'm gonna buy fucking 8 to 10 pairs of goddamn Jordans.
Yeah.
Yeah, who the fuck? So, but yeah, you want to question my priorities as a fucking man? Look what the fuck your ass did.
Yeah. That's dumb nigga shit that old boy was doing. And like I say, man, you have every right to be mad at the VA about that, dog. I mean, don't ever think you don't have a right to be mad when it comes to people fucking over your family. You should be the first person getting mad about that shit, man. And use that anger in a direction to where that something can be done, man. Because anger can be a negative and a bad thing at the same time.
And that's why I will be up there in next Thursday on the 14th. So
yeah,
because I'm gonna help out. With that shit. And I mean, and Jimmy, I normally don't. I'm gonna call out a family member on this shit here. Okay. My old man had some medicine, right? I'm not gonna say names about what the medicine was. Okay. So I was talking to my mom's about it. And she was telling me about that she had to call people to find out what it is that she, what she need to do with all those old men with this medication, whether it's still current or if it's expired. Because you can't flush that shit down the damn drain no more. All that shit getting no fucking water supply. So she wanted to be professionally be disposed of. So she called a pharmacist up there at the VA, thinking that she was gonna get the right answer. Again, fuck boy shit ensued. The guy gonna tell her, just throw that down the toilet. Or just flush it, just crush them up, flush them down the drain. So she said, okay, thank you. So So my mom's made a mistake in telling my dad's niece, telling my pops' niece about this shit. Instead of her telling my mom to properly tell her what to do, she gonna tell my mom that she should just go ahead and just sell this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, she told you what? She told me to go ahead and sell it. I said, Mom, you tell her I said you tell her I said you tell her I said if she ever come up your face and take some shit like that, I'm slap her fat out, slap the fat out of damn body. You don't tell no my mom's no shit like that, man. Now that's what made me mad too. And she told me about that. Talking about you can sell them pills for $20, $40 something a pop. That can help out your fine. Yeah, you get an ass thrown in jail and then wait where the fuck you at.
Yeah, going to jail for possession of a controlled substance.
Yeah.
You should have slapped. You should have slapped the fat off her ass if that's the case. And no
Nah, what?
disrespect to your fam, but
Yeah.
that you should have for saying some stupid shit like that. You know.
Now because she told my mom that she talked about all moms and shit while I wasn't there. But man, I chew her ass out the next fucking time. I don't give a fuck she do here. Shit, you don't tell my moms no
Yeah,
shit
possession.
like that, man. I don't give a fuck. Now you tell that in my face, hell, you gonna get slapped with dogs. I don't give a fuck you man, you a man or a woman. Or just a stupid ass, a stupid street nigga fuck boy. I'm gonna knock the fuck out your ass.
Yeah.
As I speak, man, I think mom to find out how to properly dispose that shit. So she said she called Walgreens. That I said, really, it's FDA. I said, get in touch with the FDA. So that's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. So,
Yeah.
but like you said, Jimmy, yeah, I do have every fucking right to be mad about this shit because you know, my old man died in October. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 8 months. Nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
You know. So I mean, I'm still pissed about it, man. Because I talk to my mom on most days, man. I mean, shit. I mean, hey, sometimes I'll say this here. Sometimes I have to sacrifice my car payment to help her out on some things and stuff like that. That's the fuck I'm supposed to do. That's what anybody, man or woman, is supposed to help your moms out. You know. Now she ain't got pops there. I mean, there were times hell I had to help her out even when she was there, even when he was there. Excuse me. But
Yeah.
I mean that's what a real adult will do, man or woman, when it comes to their mother.
I agree.
So I mean, so yeah, I'm mad about that shit. If we get back
You have every
out,
right to be, brother.
your son was talking bad about
You
us.
have
I don't
every
give
right to
a
be,
fuck.
brother.
Your son was talking bad about us on his podcast. I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, Jimmy, if you want a petition to get me involved with YouTube, good luck to you.
That's it.
Cause I'll start up another damn page in a heartbeat.
Yeah, yeah. I agree, brother. I
Shit.
agree.
So VA, y'all need to quit. Y'all need to quit being. Y'all need to stop with the fuck shit and pay my money. That's all I gotta say. I'm be like Henry. Be like what Goodfellas with Henry Hill told Maury. Look, Jimmy Conway wants his money. Pay him. So, but other than that, man, when I pull up back to pull up this Willie Tech all back to here in a minute. Then I got some clothes and shit I gotta dry. Man,
Oh yeah.
anything you like to add, man? Because like you said, man, we had so much shit going on in this world now. Like I said, the Tariq stalker, fucking Roseanne, fuck her. I don't want to talk about her. Now all of a sudden she wait till later to apologize for shit. Big, hey, when you put it out there, it's out there. That's all I
Man,
say about that.
that apology was so fake, man. That woman does not mean a damn thing that she said, and then her co-star I think her name was
Sarah Gil.
Sarah Gilbert. Sarah Gilbert
Sarah
started
Gil
caping
was
for her, and that woman. Uh, I mean, fuck Roseanne. Let me just keep it 2010. And
Wait a
fuck
minute.
Sarah
Sarah, you said
Gilbert.
Sarah. You mean
Sarah
to tell
Gilbert
Sarah
came
Gilbert
caping.
backtrack? She
Sarah Gilbert
backtracked from the
was
Bennett to
caping
come
for
on
Roseanne.
with.
She was caping for her too. Now let's not get it twisted. She was caping for her too.
Okay.
I saw an article that my homeboy Warren Rich was posting about Sarah Gilbert, and she kind of had them capes flapping. So fuck her too with her cape flapping ass.
Who this now?
Roseanne has always said some racist shit. You know what I'm saying? They just not putting it into light like that. You know, the media,
Yeah.
the mass media. This is why YouTube is important, because this is the new media on YouTube right here, and this is one of the reasons why I started a YouTube page, and eventually I'm gonna have a website pretty soon as well. So I'm gonna be able to simulcast on my website as well as YouTube. So, uh, look out for that. But that's the reason why the internet and the YouTube platform is so important, because we need to report things that the mass media don't report, because the media is very biased. They be caping for these white supremacists and stuff like that, and they want to roll out the coon train out there. So fuck Sarah Gilbert, fuck Roseanne, big Kirby the video game creature looking motherfucker. Fuck her too. Good riddance for that motherfucker. So fuck her. So good. I loving every minute of her losing her show. You know what I'm saying? So, and let's not get it twisted. ABC/Disney organization knew what the fuck they was doing by putting Roseanne on there as a Trump supporter. They knew what the fuck she was doing.
But
They
they,
knew
but
it.
then when they heard of it, then he stopped this president though. But see, but the dude that run Disney and ABC people, they didn't know Roseanne was a Trump supporter. They didn't know until she got on the show.
They knew it. They knew it. They knew it. Trust
And
me.
then, and
Disney
then,
is.
yeah, and see, this is fucked up part. And then you're gonna talk about a black person, and your boss is black.
Yeah, but let's be clear. Disney organization have a history of fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? They have a long history of fuck shit. ABC, Disney, ESPN, they're all the same people. You know what I'm saying? They run that whole corridor. So they knew what they were doing. They put Roseanne, big fat Kirby the video game creature off Super Nintendo looking bitch on the video. They knew what the hell they were doing with that motherfucker. So I'm not giving Disney a pass at all, because they have a history of fuck shit. I mean,
But look at the
I
fuck
went
shit
into
they
that.
doing with ESPN.
Say what now?
Look at the fuck shit they doing with ESPN right now.
Yeah,
Propaganda
so they
shit.
all it's a lot of propaganda. ESPN back in the day. I'm talking about the prime of ESPN. The prime of ESPN was like the late 70s to about the 90s. I'll just say the 90s. They reported sports. Now it's went from reporting sports to reporting news that I can watch on CNN. I don't need you to report the news on CNN and
Thank
stuff
you.
like that. I don't need you to do any of that. I just want you to stick to fucking sports. Stick to sports.
And
What you
see,
got?
I think that's what like his or hers. And see, Jamel Hill, she kind of broke her finance. She kind of broke away from that. She kind of broke that narrative, man. You know, they got they fucked around. I think they got suckered into talking about politics, and then she rolled on with it. And a part of me, I like Jamel Hill, man, because she keep it real. Because
But
she always, hold on, she always get my respect for out now calling Malone about that man getting away with fucking statutory rape a while back, you know, and
but she
and that,
even
but
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 she's even on
sometimes,
some.
what I was about to say is Jamel at times can't help herself. I
Yeah,
like the girl, man. She real, but sometimes she can't help herself.
but she's even co-signed some fuckery herself.
I
She's even
know.
co-signed some fuck, because she posted something months ago, and I've even called her out on this. She was talking about black heterosexual man is the white supremacist of the black community.
Oh yeah, I
You know what
remember
I'm
that
saying?
shit, man.
She retweeted that. So I can't. At this point, you a coon just like everybody. You no different than Stephen A. Coon, Stephen A. Coons, not Stephen A. Smith, but Stephen A. Coons. You no different than that motherfucker right there. So as far as I'm concerned, you can she can keep herself too with her big with her big uh uh with her big goddamn avocado head ass too. She can get that work too. I'm not with the coons over here, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, she is slow, but then she hurried up, she backtracked, and she slowed her roll over. I mean, but why I just said, I gotta make a run to the bathroom. You got anything you want to do a little quick little in the news segment?
Oh, okay, I'll do
Uh,
my little boxing segment real fast. So
yeah,
just do your thing real quick, and I'll hold it down till you come back.
yeah. All right, so what? Uh, I'm at folks. I'm gonna take a break for a minute. Got to run, make a pee run. Then got to put some clothes and put some laundry in and out the dryer. So I'll give you a minute, and now we finna be in the boxing news with Jimmy J Smooth. Take it away.
Yeah, what's popping and what's dropping, everybody? This is the boxing news, live and directed, full effect after 832. Y'all already know how I do, but quick boxing news. The World Boxing Super 6 Series will be starting in August with the 140-pound division. I think three of the four champions will be fighting in the World Boxing Series. But what is especially dearest to my heart, the bantamweight division, which is the 115-pound division. No, excuse me, the 118-pound division. I'm sorry about that, guys. But with the 118-pound division, this will be the first time the 118-pound division have a universally recognized undisputed heavyweight champion since 1973, when Enrique Pender was the undisputed champion at 118 pounds. So they will all four champions will be unifying the that particular division. I will be watching every minute of it because I'm a petitioner of undisputed championships, regardless if it's in heavyweight or even in the smallest of all division, which is strawweight. So congratulations to everybody and let the best man win. And that actually was confirmed last week with the monster Anui, the Japanese champion, who's a pound for pound number five in boxing. He confirmed that he will be a part of the four champions that's in that particular bracket. So we will see, and it will definitely be a good treat right there. In other news, Anthony Joshua, the fake heavyweight champion of the world, who holds three of the belts. He has confirmed. Well, Eddie Hearn, I should say, has confirmed that he will either be fighting uh, Deontay Wilder or Alexander P.D. Vetkin, aka Alexander Povetkin. So we will see what route he will go. Eddie Hearn, in the meanwhile, had actually said that Deontay Wilder got a whole week to come up with an option to either fight him or he's going to go in the direction of Alexander Povetkin. But what is not being said, and I'm ashamed of the boxing media in the United States for not coming out with stuff. They are giving Deontay Wilder hell because the fight is not happening, but they're not pointing the finger at Anthony Joshua's camp. Anthony Joshua camp have actually held this fight have stood this fight up. All he had to do was agree to the terms. Eddie Hearn's camp did not want to give him 40%. He was willing to go to the UK. Eddie Hearn's camp didn't want to give him 40%. And he even had a negotiation tactic saying that, okay, I will take whatever you think I deserve. But as long as you agree to it in a rematch, and Eddie Hearn's camp, or I should say Eddie Germ's camp, has not even didn't want to agree to that. And not only that, Deontay Wilder camp, because Deontay Wilder is an independent representative of himself. He doesn't have a promoter, but he's an independent representative of himself. Deontay Wilder came up with $50 million for Anthony Joshua to fight in the United States, and guess what? Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua camp have still turned that down. So if you're a boxing fan, because there's very few boxing fans out there, but the ones that are out there, or even the casuals, call up to Matchroom Boxing, email Matchroom Boxing, and tell them make this damn fight. This is the only way boxing will come back at the level that it was in the 80s and 90s is they have a undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. This is the title that Anthony Joshua is holding right now. And this is not, he's not undisputed yet. He got to get that one more title. The title that Anthony Joshua is holding is the same title Muhammad Ali held, the same title Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, the same title those guys had held. So call this guy up, email him, let him know you want the best to fight the best, especially in the heavyweight division, because this is the only way boxing will come back and be in the prime and be and have the fan base that it once had as they did back in the day. We need this fight. Boxing fans need this fight, as well as the boxing world need this fight. So, with that being said, man, what's my boy doing right now? Okay, but yeah, man, we need to make this fight that fight happen between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Any man who turns down $50 million is not serious about fighting anybody, and that's the way I see it. I don't think Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder at this point is probably not going to even happen because when somebody's camp come up with $50 million, which is the biggest fight that could happen in boxing right now. Because the Triple G Canelo fight, as far as I'm concerned, that's not going to happen, as far as I'm concerned. But that's the biggest fight in boxing right now. The biggest fight in boxing is Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. You got $50 million on the table for an undisputed heavyweight champion. Have that fight in Vegas, because it's not the only way they're going to be able to pay you is to have that fight in Vegas. If you have it in the UK, the money is not as long as the United States money out there. So that fight needs to happen in Vegas, or at least in the United States. So everybody needs to, who's a boxing fan, who's a founder of Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua, need to make this fight happen. I don't care whose side you on, but holler at Eddie Hearn about this fight.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all. Had to, house duties. So,
Oh man, it is what it is, brother. You don't know how many things I do when I'm on the show. Sometimes I have to mute
man,
myself out sometimes. So it is what it is, brother.
yeah, shoot. Like I said, when nature calls, and you back and forth, you got to putting in laundry and putting out laundry. So, shit.
Yeah,
And really,
I wished I had a built-in laundromat in my apartment complex. We
yeah,
don't
that
really
we,
have that. But it's the good thing is across the street.
yeah.
But if we
I
had
was
a
talking like
laundromat in my
wash and dry hookup.
nah, we don't have that here.
Oh,
You know.
yeah, that was like my old apartment
So
complex. These motherfuckers didn't have one. And I remember that one I had when I lived in South Haven. They were called Oak Ridge Apartments back in the day, and I'm off of Highway 51 in Dorchester before you get to Horn Lake.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, that apartment I had a washer dryer hookup. But my last apartment I still lived at here when I'm living here in Huntsville. Yeah, they got like a laundromat, but you got to load your car, but you got to load like a little card up with money and shit on it so you can do your laundry. So I'm like, shit.
yeah,
So
yeah. And then the little washer they got inside the place, it that ain't shit. So I'm like, damn, I have to go across the street. I just choose to go to across the street, man. It's not as convenient as it did. I don't even use this shit though, and they warn you not to use it at all. So
what the
but it's
washing
just as
machine,
good as I.
the laundromat at the complex?
Yeah, they warn you not to use it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But I wish I had it in my apartment because my old martial art instructor, he had one inside his apartment. He had
yeah,
a washer and laundry inside his apartment. So that was, I wish we had something to that nature because we spend more than enough money here. We spend, our rent is like over 800 a month, between us two. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Damn.
it's I'm like, we need to have something. We need to have laundry and washer inside this motherfucker, man. Real talk. Inside the apartment, nigga. Real talk. We spending this kind of money, nigga. Shit.
Man, shit. Yeah, I heard that, man. But let me. Is there anything else you like to ask? I know you gave me the boxing school, so
Well, man, great show, man. Hopefully we do another show again, man. And man, dude, you got to do more videos, dude. I'm telling you, I be
Hey,
telling you off
I
air.
know. Well,
You
hey, I'm like
you
you, man. I can explain to everybody because somebody say, how come you don't put out more videos like this through the week? I mean, I'm in the same boat. Cause shit, I'm gonna tell you some. Cause man, when I get off of work, man, I come home. When I get off of work 12:30, I end up coming home doing more work. I got clean up, you know, with the dogs and stuff, clean up behind dogs and shit. Then we got people that live with shit and everything. They don't want to fucking do that here. They don't want to get up. They don't want to get up and wipe the crumb shit out their ass, you know.
ooh man.
So so I'm like, God damn. So I mean, when I come home, when I clock out from one job after doing work, it's by right. It's supposed to be a given
Yeah.
that when I come home, I'm supposed to chill out and be Craig Elizabeth II. I'm on
Yeah.
my own personal clock, meaning I'm on my own time.
Yeah.
I ain't supposed to get home and come home and do more fucking goddamn work. And then by the time I had some free time to myself, it'd be time for me to go to bed around about 9:30. Be like, God
Oh
damn,
yeah.
So I mean, that's what I'm just saying. I'm not trying to deal. I try, I do my best to refrain to talk about my personal life on here, and I'm doing that, just that. But all I can say is just this, man. When I clock out of my job at 12:30 on June 14th, change my clothes, fill that damn gas tank up, and hit that Highway 72. Get ready to come up there and drive about 2.5 hours. Get ready to hit 380.
Yeah.
Whew, relaxation.
Oh yeah, man.
Away from as my buddy, big shout out to him, Trey Murphy, the Murph. Get away from all that negativity. Get away from all this negativity, man. Shit.
Oh yeah, man.
So,
Uh,
change, do some fucking good. Let me add an editorial on here like I always do. My rant, I don't want to turn people off by saying, "Oh, I don't listen to him. He's always ranting." This is earlier was a very legit rant that has basically that's been a problem since Obama's been in office. And ever since Obama tried to clean it up, the VA still want to be the fuckboy shit. They probably feel like, oh, well, he gone. And I said even Bush was even trying to clean the VA up as well. About as far as treatment of soldiers and all this other shit. Like Jimmy, like just say like I tell one story like my old man said he had an appointment at like 8 o'clock.
yeah.
So tell him why the hell he wasn't getting home till about like 3.
Yeah, the VA is bad about that, and they need to change that or build bigger VA hospitals and stuff like that. They need to
Yes,
do
I mean,
something about that.
because I know they got now the main one is on Pauline. But sometimes my old man would be pissed off when he didn't, when he said, "Oh, when you going to VA?" He thinking he gonna go to the one that's over there on Rains Road, because he in,
Yeah,
he out, just like that. See, they at least they give a damn. He's in, he's out. Period.
yeah,
That one
yeah,
downtown, shit. If you got to go down and just get a prescription filled, man, your ass be out and be there all fucking damn day.
yeah, dude.
VA, you really, hey, VA, I'm just saying this, VA really has to get fucking better on everything. As far as taking care of families, as far as with your patients and everything. I got one guy, Facebook friend of mine, Joey Turner, big shout out to him. He said he dealing with PTSD. And I think they're saying like VA really don't want to fuck with folks too much about that shit. They taking their time about getting, not just him. I don't want to tell the business. It's dealing with anybody, making sure they have, let's just say, the proper procedures in handling PTSD on their end. I just feel
Yes,
like that. They're not
yes.
doing that end. Now you probably be saying, well, Craig, you ain't served the military. I had one motherfucker, man, tell me, you gotta fight. Don't you
Mm-hmm.
gotta fight in war to be considered a veteran. No, the fuck you don't. If you serve 6 years or more, you are veteran status. In your 6th year, you are veteran status. I served in the
Exactly.
Army National Guard from 1997 to 2000 fucking damn 3. Do your math. 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2, 3. That's 6 years. 6 fucking years I served in the military. The only time that I was mobilized, uh, when we had to do the Homeland Security, some of us were stationed in Bragg, and then later some of us had to go over to Virginia. It's a beautiful city, but beautiful state, by the way. And they got their issues in certain cities, like Richmond. But anyway, but hey, you got people that's sitting on a fucking desk that's still a veteran. You got people that are doctors that are veterans. You don't necessarily got to fight a fucking goddamn war to be a veteran. I mean, and don't come at me with this stupid shit. And if you're gonna comment about folks, or mainly if you want to comment about me, want to question my veteran status, ask yourself this question: what would make my comment about Craig's veteran status credible? That's the fuck you need to do. So it's just a fact, man. My rant, it was just bad. It wasn't, with just the employees and the fuck it. I did attack some of the employees that's handling the family matters in that department, the financial matters in that department. I did attack them, and they rightfully deserve to be attacked. So I'm just saying, hey, and young folks, you really deserve to be attacked too. Some of y'all do, because because some job fields you really do not need to be in if you don't know how to do them. If you don't want to do, if you talk about you want to be in the job field, but you don't do your job, you don't need to be in it. Point blank.
I agree.
So I am saying this here. I did attack the VA. I attacked mainly the VA down there in Memphis, not the one on Rains Road, who I think does good work, good exemplary work, I might add. Get them in, get out. So whoever's handling all this shit down there and it's forwarded to the main office of the VA. Skip, you need your fucking ass whooped. Cause my mom ain't the only one that's having financial fucking struggles, man. Y'all can get put her in fucking PTSD.
Yeah, I agree.
Hell, my mom's 65. Yeah, let me tell her, she just turned 65 years old. She at least want to live. She want to live longer.
I
And
think
having
we
this
all
shit.
do.
We all do. Hell, I'll be 40 in October. When you see my mom, you be like, damn, it's hard to think she got a 40-year-old child. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she don't drink. She don't drink a lot. She don't smoke. She used to smoke, but she quit. But yeah, I mean, fucking, like I said, VA just need to fucking step their game up, employees and all, and how you taking care of these soldiers living or dead. That's point blank. And I got a fucking right to speak about it. And by the way, I will be sharing this link on Facebook. Leave your comments in the comment section on here on my YouTube page, or on my Facebook. Or if it was something that you didn't like that was being out of that you felt that was insulting, or you didn't, or it was a little bit personal or there's a comment that you feel that you don't need to put on YouTube. My address is craigsmith1478@gmail.com. That's Craig Smith 1478 at gmail.com. So that'll be that on that. So other than that, man, episode 14 will be next Sunday. The following Sunday after next, last probably, let's see, what's the day? Second? No, the third. Let's see, the 10th we're gonna have a show. It's June 17th. I won't have a show because like I said, I'll be out of town. But on the 24th, there will be one, and we may do the follow up on the draft. NBA draft. You
Yeah,
know
as
what?
well as the postseason awards as well, because
Yeah.
they're gonna have an award show for the guys, six man of the year, the MVP, the defensive player of the year in the NBA, which I don't. I'll say something about that when the show happens. But just award
Well,
these
you can go ahead and
motherfuckers they
say that,
damn.
man. I mean, well,
Well, here's the thing. They just need to award these motherfuckers they trophies. MVP, six man of the year. They need to do all that awards during the season, not after the NBA finals. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Just do it
do you
now.
know who's in charge of this shit? And I agree, it need to be the old ways. Introduce the MVP, introduce whoever the regular season MVP was and shit during the finals, and then
Yeah,
make your awards. Because I remember they used to
yeah,
hand out the MVP in the last regular season, last game of the regular season. Because
yeah,
now,
man.
like I said, now that's what I said. You gotta think about who's in charge of ESPN and ABC now. Disney, they got to make money. They want to do all
Yeah,
this little fuckboy spectacular hoopla shit.
yeah, and let me speak to the Fortune 500 companies that have been in business for years.
Oh,
Stop
hold
letting
it
Disney.
though. And by the way, they shouldn't need no more fucking money. Because guess what? ESPN got UFC. After WWE and Fox agreed to a $1 billion TV deal. ESPN and UFC can agree to a $1 billion deal of their own.
Yeah, but
But go ahead.
I'm gonna just say this: stop letting Disney buy you out. You companies is with the fuck shit by letting Disney perpetually buy you out. Marvel is bought out by Disney. Now, Stan Lee, he still have say so in Marvel comics, but it's Disney runs it. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting Disney buy you out. Please. I'm sick of companies, you know what I'm saying, that go from sugar to shit because of Disney want to be politically correct ass company. A company that has a real evil history
Right.
behind them. Because
Yeah.
I've already mentioned it before. I don't gotta say it again. But guys, stop letting Disney buy you out. I'm just sick of that shit. Just stop letting them buy you out.
Right. And then when you said about that Marvel Disney agreement, I was shocked about that shit. So, because next year will be 10 years that Marvel has been with Disney. Because when they
Yeah,
made that deal, I was like, what the fuck? But, and like you say, Stan the man, he does have say so on a whole lot of shit. So, and God forbid if Stan leaves us, I hope he has somebody in place I'm pretty sure he got somebody in place that'll have a say on a lot of things because I think because Disney wanted to be a deal, wanted to do a fuck you move with Stan with that deal. They wanted to have control of their books. So Stan was like, do with the movies and stuff like that. The books, that's ours.
yeah. Cause
As
he
far
wrote
as
a
our
he
movies, because as far as our movies and everything go, yeah, we work with you on that, but stay away from the books.
Yeah, because with Stan Lee, he put in work for years with those comic books and stuff like that. So for them to want to fuck him out of that shit, I'm glad he G checked him on that shit though.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm
Shit,
saying.
timely comics.
But dude is he's 90, so he could leave us at any given moment.
Yeah, even though we don't
So
want to, and he's shit. Shit. Hey, he ain't sitting down, dude. He's energetic as it's anybody.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah, he's an
Like you saw him in the movie Black Panther. He's like, well, since you ain't gonna do no of these, I'll just make good use for him. Thanks. He took all of Charles chips.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, Stan gonna be in their movies because he's the one that thought about Black Panther. You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, and all he did was just study African history to come up with
Yeah.
the Black Panther concept, because a lot of that stuff in Black Panther, even though it's fantasy science fiction movie, a lot of that, how people became the king and had to fight to become a king, that actually happened in African kingdoms. You beat me, you rule the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
you stay your way, you stay mine. So it's a lot of stuff in that movie that if you really look close to and you're a historic person, that's a good movie to look at. You know what I'm saying? So, again, shout out to Marvel, shout out to Kevin Fiji. who's a president of Marvel Comics. He's a good guy. He's the reason why, you know, the movie Black Panther had been successful the way it is, and he's planning on doing a number two. And he specifically said, "This is what Kevin Feige say, who's the president of Marvel Comics."
Mhm.
He said, whenever the director, what was that guy? Let me look it up real quick because I don't like to have brain Black Panther. Hold on, I don't like to have brain
I know
farts. I
his
don't.
name is Reznor. It
Ryan
ain't
Ryan
Reznor, no.
Coogler. Ryan Coogler, off the top of my head. Ryan Coogler. He said the movie will happen whenever Ryan Coogler wants it to happen. So that means he's gonna pay Ryan Coogler the bag to make that movie again. So,
And he did a
Ryan Coogler
phenomenal
got,
job.
yeah, and he put a lot of stuff in there that people didn't catch, especially uh the part where with Killmonger, the saying that Killmonger saying. I don't want to spoil the
Oh,
movie because it's still.
we all caught that, and it was a bunch of white folks even caught that too. They was like, wow.
Oh yeah, man. So with that being said, for him to are you still there? Because
Yeah.
somebody tried to call me. But yeah, for him to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna do it whenever he wants to do it. We gonna make the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they put $200 million behind that fucking movie.
Hell yeah, and it's
Two
still
hundred.
making money. And it's still making money. It's in the billions.
Yeah, and
And who
and
say
and not
black
just
people
that.
don't say?
He's
Who say black people ain't? And who says that black people don't make money?
exactly who
I'll
says.
wait on that. I'll wait on that.
Yeah, yeah, and that proved right there. If you put money behind a black project, and the reason why I wanted that movie to be so successful, so we could prove a damn point. And the point was, if you put movie behind a black project, you know what I'm saying, enough money behind a black project and get the right cast members, because that was another thing. They had the right cast
Hmm.
members. They had Oscar nominated, Oscar winning actors behind the movie and stuff like that. If you put money behind the project, we can compete with white projects. And not just that, this movie did was is the highest grossing movie in China. And you
Hmm.
know who's the second highest grossing movie in China? The last Fast and the Furious
Yeah,
movie.
like I say, Fast and Furious.
So 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 two black director the movies, in the Fast and the Furious case, Van Diesel, who's a black guy himself, produced the
Mm.
movie, a black directed slash produced movie. The two highest grossing movies in China are directed by a black guy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And when I say highest grossing movie in China, please note that this is not including movies that they made billions of dollars as a domestic movie in China. This is non-Chinese movies, foreign movies that's been made in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the highest grossing movie that is not from China that has been made. And those movies grossed $300 million in the Republic of China.
Yeah. Man, man, that movie started going on, and the DVD sales, man, they're right now in the millions.
Oh yeah,
I've never heard of Walmart selling the Black Panther on the first day it got
oh yeah,
shit.
most
So,
definitely.
but other than that, man, shit, I'm gonna like I said, get ready to do these household duties. But like we said, man, episode this is 14. Episode 14 will happen next week. 15 won't happen on the 17th, but it's gonna happen on the 24th because we're gonna be talking about the draft, NBA draft, and these NBA awards. Because like I said, on the 17th, I will be in relaxation mode. Now I
Same
may have
here.
my I may have my laptop with me just to catch up on a lot of things. Hopefully, my mom's had the internet on, and then she said she wanted to get rid of that. I'm like, man, for what? How's it gonna shoot? Because anybody be going up there to Starbucks. I ain't gonna be driving up to Starbucks, use the Wi-Fi and turn around, come back and get that information you need. It's right there. So, but with her dealing with AT&T, said she had no choice, but she ain't had no choice but to keep because the phone bill is gonna be a little bit higher. So, and
I
I was
don't know
like,
why
yeah. So
people. I don't know why people deal with AT and cheat. I've been telling y'all about AT and cheat since
I don't fuck
2009.
with him. I got I don't fuck with him. I got Xfinity.
Yeah, they the most rip off. they need to be put out of business, to be honest with you. And people keep on bringing their ass back to life. I've had AT and cheat for a phone service, the old landline phone service, and then I had them as a cell phone company. Those motherfuckers are the same company over and over again, man. Y'all gonna learn about AT and cheat though, cause they sure be cheating the shit out of motherfuckers.
I say 18 cheating.
Yeah, AT and cheat, dude.
Yep. Well, all right, man. What we just did, y'all, that was a little quick little let's draw on something extra right there. So other than that, Jimmy J Smooth probably y'all can check out Jimmy J Smooth's channel at the Jimmy J Smooth Network here on YouTube. Once again, this is on behalf of my co-host Jimmy J Smooth, born and raised 901. He represents 832. Y'all know how he do. And if y'all don't, shame on you. And if you do, good for you. This is Craig Smith II about to sign off. Born and raised 773, rate move to the 901 and deal and trying up and count down to the days of me not dealing with any more negativity here in the 256. Other than that, peace out. I guess Jimmy said, "All right, guys."
Yeah, no, I'm chill mode here.
On behalf of Jimmy J Smooth, all right, guys.
All right, guys, take it easy. I think you're still